Hi everybody, welcome to Fiber Fun with Olivia. My name is Olivia and I am a crocheter, I am a knitter. I like to geek out and nerd out on anything having to do with yarn and fiber. I hope you do too. If you are new here or just visiting, welcome to the Fiber Fun Familia. I hope you have a little bit of fun with us. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Okay, so welcome to another episode of Whips, Sips, and Fiber Fun Chitter Chatter. Yay! What's my sip for today? I am drinking some iced coffee. You can't see it. I'm drinking it in this cute little, I've had this forever. I got it at Michael's. I don't know if you can see with the glare, but it says, "Knitter's gonna knit." I loved it so much I had to bring it with me, and I wasn't, sometimes you buy these things at Michael's or wherever at the dollar store, you're not sure if they're gonna work out really well, and this one really did. It's nice and light. It's pink. I love pink. And it's got this cute little saying on it, and it works perfect for my iced coffee or my black iced tea when I'm having some. So this is what I'm having today. Let's take a mini sip. Oh my God, I love iced coffee. And I am having my Seattle's Best coffee again. I like to let you guys know what I'm drinking. It is not sponsored, but you know what? Seattle's Best. If you want to reach out to me, we do love your coffee here. No, it's not sponsored, you guys. I'm just letting you know this is a delicious coffee. It's And then I'm using a different creamer. Well, not different, but like what is this? Peppermint mocha coffee mate, and it has 0 sugar. Yeah, it's funny because I asked my hubby to bring me, I like to have those holiday creamers, and I specifically like white chocolate mocha. I have never been a fan of the regular chocolate. I have never really liked regular chocolate in my coffee. Well, I guess that's kind of changing because I got, and I think I talked to you guys about it in another video, I did ask for what I thought was a white chocolate mocha, and they gave me a peppermint mocha, just regular chocolate peppermint mocha. And when I tried it, I was like, oh, it's not what I asked, but this is good. It tasted like a peppermint patty, and I love peppermint patties. Anyway, so then my husband comes home with this, and I'm like, oh, it's not the white chocolate mocha one. But then I tried it, and I'm like, oh my God, this tastes like that peppermint patty, the peppermint mocha from Starbucks. So I've been drinking it with hot coffee. Today is the first time that I try it with iced coffee because I'm a big iced coffee. I mean, it can be freezing, and I love my iced coffee, and it tastes good. So if you like peppermint patties, and if you like mochas in general, you might want to try that peppermint mocha creamer or the peppermint mocha at Starbucks. Yeah, okay. Let me put this stuff away. Today we're going to talk about, I have 3 whips to share with you, and I have a yarn subscription to open with you all today. Which one should we do first? Let's open the yarn subscription because I'm dying to see what's in there. This is my L post from the Weird Sisters Wool, and it comes in these bags. And if you all will remember, or if you've never been here, the Weird Sisters Wool Company is, they're very into fandoms, Harry Potter, Doctor Who, and so am I. So I had to subscribe, and you get some choices of yarn. Every month they have a theme, and they'll send you an email, and you choose which one you want to do. For example, and this is not one of them, but for example, if it were a Harry Potter inspired subscription month, then they might send you, this is our, because they hand dye their own yarn, and so they might send you one that was a Harry, like cute little names. I'm so not creative. So like one, like this skein is inspired by Harry, this one is inspired by Ron, this one is, that kind of stuff. So here we are. They always have it wrapped up So cute. And if you didn't know, I am so very into like magical things. I like vampires, I like fairies, I like all of that like magical stuff. I really do. And so when I saw this, I knew I had to sign up for it. But look at their logo. Isn't that so cute? And their stickers and their wrapping, everything is kind of like, I don't want to say dark, although it can be dark because I'm into like dark stuff, but dark magical, not dark like, anyway, let's open this up. Olivia, get to the yarn. I forgot what I chose. I always forget. And I forgot what this month is, so we're about to find out. Let's look at the card that they send. They always send a card that they hand sign. This one, okay, let me show it to you. That's what it looks like. And it says, Olivia, Copper, boom, prepare yourself for some crazy nostalgia, friends. We hope the start of fall has been treating you well. Some places have already had the scent of the first snow on the wind. Cozy up with a good show and a great cup of coffee, poured by your local grumpy diner guy if possible, and some lovely yarn this month, friend. Happy crafting! Okay, let me look at my emails so I remember, because that does not clue me in as to what this month was about. That's awful, I don't even know. Got it. This one is based on the Gilmore Girls, because they are very into the Gilmore Girls, and I think they had a prior box maybe last year, and so they're doing it again. And so this time it was based on, I believe, the love interests of the main character. I can't remember her name. I watched maybe one season of the Gilmore Girls. I thought it was really cute, but then I got sidetracked, probably with some vampire show. Let me see if I can show you some of the choices. They have one called Diner Guy, one Sookie, and one Rory's Boys. And I don't know if it'll show up on the, oops, and my, of course, glare, my lighting. So there's some examples, and then, so let me show you the one that I got. So I didn't base it off of the character, obviously. I based it off of which one I thought I would like, which yarn color I'd like, and I chose Rory. So this is what it looks like. Let's take it out. And it is in their Carol base, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. So yes, the shade is called Rory's Boys. And if I remember correctly, I really loved that they put this beautiful green in there mixed with that burgundy. I have my camera a little bit farther today. I hope it still shows up well. I was finding that I was putting the camera too close to my things and it wasn't really focusing. So hopefully this still focuses. Look at that gray in there. Let me open it. There's like some off-white that, yeah, on one side it's burgundy and on the other side it's green. So yeah, and there's maybe like some light blue. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous combination. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it, but this is just, I don't know. It's funny because it gives me like this Christmas vibe, but then maybe like, you know, there's a lot of Christmas stuff with pink and burgundy in it now, so I'm sure it could still be a Christmas project, but it can be something else entirely, and it's just so pretty. They always have really interesting and fun color combinations. Here are some stickers. I love their stickers. I love their stickers. This one says, or with poodles and tangles already. I'm not getting it. So maybe this isn't related to good ideas start with coffee and yarn. Okay, yeah, maybe they're just random ones that they threw in there. Either way, they're cute. I hope that focuses. And here's the other one. It's very cute. I never know where to put my stickers on. I work at a college, and I was asking some of the students, like, where do you put your stickers? I don't have a laptop. And they're like, put it on your water bottle. So I started putting some on my water bottle, but I don't know if I like it on my water bottle. Maybe I just need to find a notebook to put them on, but then once I'm done using that notebook, then the stickers are going to be thrown away. So I'm just like, oh my God, Olivia, really? So I don't know where to put all my cute knitting stickers. Okay, so, and I see that there is a pin here that you could put like on a backpack or something on your purse. And it says Luke's. I think that's the name of the diner, right? The diner guy, Luke's, and it's just a little pin. And then 3 stitch markers. Let me see if I can show them all to you. One says Dragonfly Inn, one says Luke's, and the other one says Stars Hollow. Again, if it doesn't show, and it might not because they're so tiny, I'll put a picture so you can see them. So that is my Yarn Owl Post, or my Owl Post subscription by the Weird Sisters Wool Company. I always love to see what I get from them, but I will be honest, I haven't started a project with any of the stuff that I've gotten from them, so that's kind of one of my New Year's resolutions, just to start using up some of this subscription yarn. And that might mean like pausing some of my subscriptions. One of my subscriptions did end, so I no longer have the Lopsided Crafter one. So I only have Yarn Yay and I have the Weird Sisters Wool. I think I only have those 2 now, but still that's 2 subscriptions per month. So I need to start using this yarn, especially because it's so beautiful. I need to start, you know, using it. And I want to show you guys what I make with this yarn that I show you, that I open every month. So, okay, so let's jump into the first whip that I want to share with you all today. Some of you have seen me talking about it on my Instagram stories, also Fiber Fun with Olivia. I love your comments there, by the way. Thank you, and the little heart emojis, and just when I share stuff, you know, and sometimes I share random stuff, like I think I shared like what we were cooking for Thanksgiving, or, you know, I get a little bit more personal on those Instagram stories, and it's kind of fun to do that because you all respond and say, oh, I like that too, or I do this too, and it's really cool. I can't always respond right away because I'm in the middle of stuff when I am sharing, but eventually I do respond. Anyway, back to my whip. I am making a knit cowl, and it's called Narrows, and this is the pattern. It is a purchased pattern, and I do have a post about this on my Instagram with a link to this designer. So and of course I'll have the pattern linked in the description below, but it's called Narrows because it starts kind of like, you know, a regular size, and then the rows that you're knitting are narrowing, and they're narrowing because you use the German short row method, and that is new for me. So I was so proud of myself. I was sharing on Instagram, I'm so proud of myself, I learned something new. Well, I thought I just made a mistake the first time. Here's my project, so let me show you. It's a bit of a little hot mess. This is what it looks like so far, and this is just a provisional cast on where you use like a different yarn that you're gonna take out later. It's called waste yarn, because you're gonna keep on knitting and it's gonna come around and you're gonna connect it to this, right? So that's what that is on the bottom. But so this is the wider angle, and the cowl is gonna be like this because it's narrowing up here. So here's what's happening. In my German short rows here, I found that I had a gap right at the part with the German short rows, short row technique, and I thought, oh my God, I must have done something wrong. Ah! So I finagled with it. Here, let me see if I can do a close-up. There was, and I'm pulling it so you can see it now because I tried to fix it, but the gap was like a whole like vertical line where now I had 2 pieces, you know, where I started the German short row, then I had the stitches here and the stitches here, multiple rows. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And so I'm like, they're not connecting, because every time I do the new short row on the next row, they're like this. So instead of following the directions, go all the way up to like X amount of stitches, then I went more to connect it on purpose. And then I thought, well, I'll just go back and seam it in. But I don't think I'm gonna even need to because it doesn't show too much. So that's okay. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna pay extra attention on the next color because you do this, the pattern, you do this, and then you do it all over again with the next color. Just as a reminder, you're doing that same thing all over again, right? For every color. Well, now I'm in the next color and it started happening again. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And so, again, I'm like, well, maybe I just read it wrong. Maybe the pattern's wrong. More likely than not, I'm the one who did something wrong. I don't know. But let me show you. I finagled it again to try to fix it. And this is where I am right now. Let me show you the right side. If anybody knows a little bit about German short rows, please let me know. Because, see, this is where it was starting to happen again. And so I knit the the double stitch. That's what the German short row technique has, a double stitch. You create a double stitch. So up until that point, the stitches were staying over here and I was like knitting and I had this emptiness right there. Well, I went an extra stitch, more than what the instructions said, because I thought, well, maybe the instructions have like a mistake or something, right? So I went an extra stitch, knit it, and it looked better here. But now that I'm back, like I went up a row and now here I am getting this gap again. So I stopped and I'm like, ah. And here's what's bugging me, that because the cowl is gonna be like this, right? This is the part that's gonna show. And you know, once I make it, I was thinking, you know, I'll just tell her to put that in the back and like once I figure it out, but I can't figure it out. So I've been watching YouTube videos, but if anybody out there knows why this is happening to me, please let me know. On the positive side, I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying the texture of the, you know, the cowl, and of course this is that Woolfolk far yarn that I purchased at my local yarn shop. You guys, this is so soft. She is gonna love having this. Oh my, even my daughter like came over to touch and she's like, that's so soft. And I'm like, that's a gift, Mama. I can't give that one to you, but it's so soft. So yeah, once I figure it out, I'll share, or I'll keep finagling. I just hope that doesn't happen to me every single time where the German short rows are. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is the pattern, or maybe it is me doing something. I just don't know. So I'm gonna do some research on YouTube and stuff. But if anybody knows, I know I keep going on and on about this, but I really want to figure this out, because other than that, it's a really easy pattern that just repeats. And it's other than the short rows, it's a simple pattern. It's beautiful. It's gonna look great, I think. So yeah, that's my first whip. Work in progress. All right, let's take a sip. So good, so good. My next whip, work in progress, you guessed it. The happy holiday throw. Where am I? Let's pull this out so I can show you. Now I'm not gonna go over all of the different yarns that I'm using because I did that in last week's video, but it's getting longer. Okay, I had it upside down. Please excuse these. I have not like weaved them in when I, you know, get to the end of a ball and start a new one and I make my little knots there. But it's still going. So I know I already showed you the bottom of this, and then I'm already working on, it started repeating again because the pattern is basically doing all of these, and then it started again right here. So I think since the last time that I showed you, I've only gotten up to here because I started knitting the cowl, right? But I'm really excited to see this through because I think it's going to look so cute with that red edging. It really is going to be a happy holiday throw. And I forget who gave me the idea to, oh my God, I really should have looked it up. Thank you, you know who you are. I was asking for some ideas on what to put up in my background. I've been looking at like some knit or crochet, you know, put them in a frame, hang them up there, or like little yarny stuff, I don't know. And so somebody said, you have the answer, just hang up your, you know, your blanket. And so I thought that was a really great idea. So I might be like, I already asked my husband, my poor husband, I might be like maybe putting like a towel hanger or something, but a big one, or a throw hanger, I don't know what they're called, and then just hang it and just have it in the background, right? Like something like this. I don't know. We'll see. I really liked that idea, and I can change it up, right? When I make a new blanket, then I'll, you know, or just use some of my older blankets. I don't know, but I really like that idea. So thank you. Again, you know who you are. Sorry, I can't remember. So this is still going, but it is paused for a little bit, only because I started working on this cowl and I really want to finish it before I see my hairdresser, because it's for my hairdresser, before I see her in December and I give her her Christmas gift. I like to give her a little Christmas gift every year. Okay, the third WIP is this one. I took it with me. By the way, how was your Thanksgiving? How rude, I didn't even ask. How was everyone's Thanksgiving yesterday? This was our first year where we don't spend it here at home, and my husband usually makes the turkey. He makes a mean chipotle glazed turkey, and I make a sangria cranberry sauce, and then he also makes a chorizo cornbread stuffing. I mean, we try to put that little Latin twist to our Thanksgiving. And anyway, this was the first year, the first year that he doesn't make the turkey, and because my brother and his wife bought a home, and so they invited us over there, and it was so nice. It was so nice to see family, and I'm just so super proud of my baby brother, who is an adult and married and has a child. But he's still my baby brother. So we had a lovely time. And we got to, you know, we were doing stuff, but we, for the most part, got to relax because they were making the turkey. They, you know, we brought a lot of sides with us too. Even my kids, like I had them make a mac and cheese because that's what they love. And I'm like, okay, you guys make mac and cheese. So we just had a nice time. Let me know what you guys did for Thanksgiving. Did you do anything? I know a lot of people were kind of like keeping it simple. I mean, we kept it simple. We don't get fancy. It's all about being together for us, and we all brings, it's like a potluck Thanksgiving, and whoever's hosting, that's who makes the turkey, but everybody else brings the sides. So yeah, we're not fancy at all. We just want to be together, that's all. So I saw that a lot of people were keeping it simple too. Some people were just spending it with like their spouse, because a lot of the kids are grown up and in college or whatnot, or spending it with their spouses. Anyway, I took this with me because I thought I might need a project to work on, and my knitting, I can't take it because I need to be able to focus. I know I keep mentioning crochet is my first, like I've been doing that since I was so little, like 8 years old. Knitting I didn't learn until my 30s, my early 30s. So I do need to focus. It takes a little bit more mental effort on my part. So I thought, let me take some crochet with me, and I will take this project that I had been working on. Who remembers when I started these? They're little squares. And let me show you. This is the yarn. Let me take this out, the pattern. I got this holiday mini skein set from Holly Press Fibers. Let me show you who they are. Holly Press Fibers. I love their holiday sets or their holiday skeins every single year. Every single year I get something from them, and I got a little bit early this time. So I got a mini skein set, but then I ran out of the green, and I thought the green was so pretty, so I reached out to them and I said, do you have any more of just the green? And they're like, no, but we can make one for you. And I thought that was so kind of them. So they did make me one. Look at how pretty this is. So, so gorgeous. So I decided, let me pull out a couple more. I know I've shown them to you guys before, but they're just so pretty. And I believe they made more. At the time, they had run out of the mini skein sets, but I think they kind of got popular. And I'm pretty sure they still have some right now. So if you're interested, go check them out. I cake them, so. But I like that they all go together. Like even this brown, if you really look at it, it has some of that green in there. You know, I think the green is what really is tying everything in. Except for maybe this red one. The red one is the only, but you know, it's Christmas, so of course red. But the pink one has some of the brown, and it just ties in so nicely. And so I decided, I'm trying to take some out. I was watching one of my YouTube buddies, and she was making this blanket. It's called Circle Takes the Square Crochet Blanket. By Karen, and it was on, it's a free pattern on, let me take it out because it has some glare on there. I put it in this so if I'm drinking something it won't get wet, or, but I thought, OMG, I'm going to make those little granny squares with this set and maybe create a runner or something to put, you know. So that's what I started doing. I started making a whole bunch of these little squares. And they're all different combinations. And I love every single combination. I think it looks, and they're not blocks, so they're kind of all wonky. But I think they're gonna look so pretty. I'm trying to get a few at a time so I can, I love all the combinations. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an edge of green because I love that green, and I'm just not sure how many, like it might be, because I was thinking for a runner, for a table runner, it might need to be, I don't know, like 4 or 5 of these. I know you can't see them from there, but like, you know, maybe like 4 of these or 5, and then just, you know, put them all together like that. Or maybe I'll just make like a, it's not a doily, although maybe it is a doily, like a rectangle kind of doily, put them all together and use it right under my TV. I don't know, you know, I'm just making them. And I think they're so cute in these colors, and it's so easy. So again, I took these to work on them when I was at my brother's for Thanksgiving yesterday, but I never actually got to them because, you know, we were living in the moment. And I did take it as a backup, so it wasn't like, oh my God, I have to make, like, I just took it in case there was a moment where there was time. We had a nice time, is what I'm saying. And it was so nice that I didn't even have, like, time to work on this. So that is my third whip. That is my last whip that I have to share with you today. God, I feel like I yapped and yapped so much. I did mention last week that I'm going to try very, very hard to upload these whips and sips videos every Friday. You know, before I've mentioned I can't commit to a schedule because life is just so crazy busy that if I commit to a schedule, I'll be so hard on myself that I'll be like, no, forget it, and just like not have a YouTube channel. But I really want to have a YouTube channel. So I wasn't committing to a set schedule, but last week I shared with you all that I do want to try and commit to this video on Fridays. It might be in the morning, it might be in the evening. Well, I'm going to be uploading or scheduling them ahead of time. So it probably will upload in the morning on Fridays. Not exactly sure what time. Today it's going to be a little bit later because I'm filming right now, actually on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm off from work. But normally I'm going to be working, so I'll probably like record it ahead of time and schedule it for Friday. You probably don't need to know all those details, but you know, just so you get the idea of what's going on with me, or just sometimes it helps me to talk and say it out loud. But yes, so Fridays, Sips, Whips, and Fiber Chitter Chatter. I hope you join me every week so we can chat. And yeah, please do share with me what other videos you want to share. I know some of you said you want to see what's in my yarn stash, so that's coming. You want to see just a video of me maybe just crocheting and chit-chatting. There were a lot of really good ideas that you shared, and I wrote them all down, so they're coming. And of course I'm going to throw some of my stuff in there, some of my ideas as well. But you know, again, let's see how it goes. Anyway, I am just blah, 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 blah. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you had a little bit of fun with me, and I will talk to you later. Bye.